Okay, let's start with the practical session for the HTML basics. So the practical exercise 1. So if we see this introduction part, so here you can see website is a collection of web pages which are grouped together and usually connected in various ways. So that is the basic concept of the website. So here in the web page, we are going to write with the HTML, hypertext markup language. And that is accessible through the internet or other network using an internet browser. A web page is accessed by entering a URL address and may contain text, graphics, hyperlinks, files, and we are using hyperlinks to communicate with the other web pages. So those kind of things. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the most widely used language to write web pages. So in the HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup, and HTML elements are the building blocks of HTML pages, and the HTML elements are represented by tags. So we talked these things in the previous session, in the lecture. So here you have the basic HTML example. Here we have the declaration, then the root element HTML and the closing HTML tag as well. Then within that we have the head tag and the body tag. In the head tag we are giving our metadata of the web page, and the body means we are giving the content of the web page. So here you can see this line, doc type HTML. So it should include this tag even before the HTML tag. And also you have to know this is not an HTML tag, but it will tell the browser the version of the HTML page, right? And the HTML in the sense, so this one, HTML, this tag tells browser that is the start of an HTML document. So through this one, we are giving this is the start of the HTML document. And we are containing all the HTML content within this HTML tag. And the other one is the head. So within the head tag, we're giving the header information. That means the metadata, title. So those kind of things we are going to include through this head tag. Okay. But remember, within the head tag, what we are writing, it will not display in the web page, but it will help for the browser and the search engine about this web page. Okay. And the body tag we are using to give the information that what we need to display within the web page. Okay. So that is the body tag. So this is the main tags we are using. This is not a tag. This is not HTML tag, but here we are giving the version of the HTML. So this is the basic thing. We thought, I think I taught about these things in the lecture 2. That means the HTML basics. Okay. Yeah. Now let's move to the exercise. Exercise 1. Create a shopping cart. So create the folder structure as following. So first we need to do this folder structure. We need to create this folder structure. So the first one is create a folder called BFW. Let's create that one first. Here it is. I'm going to create a folder called BFW within my desktop. The next one, inside that created folder, we need to create a folder called SRC. Let's create it. So open up this one, and within that, we need to create a folder called SRC. Then the next one. Create a folder called images inside the SRC folder. So within the src folder, we need to create all images. The next one, create a folder called styles inside the src folder. Here we are in the src folder. We need to create styles. Next one, create a folder called JS inside the src folder. Again, we need to create a folder called JS. Okay. Then the next one, create a file named index.html and save it in the src folder. So now I have the Notepad++. The lecture 2, I have told you this will be more easier to do the coding other than the Notepad. So I'm going to change the language into HTML. And I'm going to save this file. Save as. So now the location in the desktop, PFW, src folder. So in here, I'm giving the name as index. And save it. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this. And here you can see the index.html. Once we open it, it will show this. Okay. Here it is. Now we have done up to here. Okay, the second part. Get the following code and complete it using the given instructions. When completing the code, comment the letter of the exercise right before the answer code. Here you have a template. So you can copy this one and paste it into the index.html file and you can fill it out. Following is the web page view of the code and table content details. So here it is. So once we've done the exercise one, it will look like this. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to copy this one. Okay. And paste in here. All right. This is the things we need to do. All right. Here it is. I'm going to save this. Okay, let's see what we need to do. Part A, add a title. A title display in the title bar of the browser name. So we need to give a title for our web page. So what is the title? Here, My Shopping Cart. Okay, let's give that one. If you want, you can go through with these links and you can go with those tags. Okay, let's see. So here, for the adding title, we need to give it in here, in the header tag. So this is how you can give title. You need to do the title closing one as well, like this. So within that, we can give the title, My Shopping Cart. Okay, so here it is. Okay, the next one. I'm going to save this one and let's see the output as well. Here it is. Now we have the name called My Shopping Cart. Okay, let's see the other part. Okay, part B, add a logo. Download an image from the following URL and save it in images folder created inside the FW folder. So here you can see a link. So first we need to download an image for the logo and we need to save that one into the images folder. So the images folder is inside the SRC folder and the SRC folder inside the BFW folder. So within that, we need to save it. Okay, let's do that one. Let's copy this URL and let's paste it in here. Trying to get this one. So we need to save the image within the BFW, SRC, and the images folder. So I'm giving the name as cart. Save it. This. All right. Now we save the image into the images folder. So if you see here in the SRC folder, in the images folder, you have the card and the item type is JPG. It will help for the later exercise. Okay, let's see. We need to add that specific image to the HTML and we need to change the width to the 200 pixel and change the height to 200 pixels. So let's quickly do that one. So in here, we need to add the logo. We need to add the image. So let's do that. So I'm using img tag for that. First, we need to give the location of it. So here, I need to give the location. Since we are inside the SRC folder, image in the images folder. So the images folder and the index.html file is inside the SRC folder. Now we are typing the code within the SRC folder. But our image is in the images folder. First, we need to go to the images folder. We type that. So within that folder, so we need to give the slash. We have the file called cart. And the data type is, so the item type is JPG. So here it is. This is how you need to give. So if the image in the download folder or anywhere else, you need to give the location correct. Otherwise, it will not display. If it is a PNG, you need to give the PNG. Okay, so since my image is JPG, I'm giving this. And the other one, we need to specify the width. So width 200, then the height, again 200, and I'm giving all the text. So I'm going to display shopping cart image. So if the image is not working, we are getting an error once we are opening it. So it will show this message, shopping cart image. Otherwise, image will appear. Okay, so that is the thing. That is part B. So save the file and let's see the output. Here it is. All right. Okay, the next one. Part C. Add a header. We need to add a header. So here, H1, H2, H3, H4, 5, 6 are the headers in HTML. So that means we can give a various type of headers starting from H1 to 6, right? Add a suitable header using those tags to display website name and the description. And also another thing, headers should be centered. Okay, first of all, let's add headers. I'm going to add two headers. If you see here, shopping cart and the online shopping store. So those are the headings I'm going to add. And here you can see all the logo, the headers are in the center. So we need to center it as well. Let's do that. So in here, part C, we need to add a header. I'm going to add H1 shopping cart and the closing. It is. And add a subheader as well. I'm going to give age, let's say 3. So I'm giving the message, the online shopping store. Like this. Okay, let's save the file. And let's refresh it and see. Here it is. Now we have two headers. One is shopping cart and the other one is the online shopping store. Okay, so the next thing is we need to center it out. Here, headers should be centered. And you can see in here also, logo also in the center. Okay, we need to do that. Let's do it. So since we didn't go through with the CSS part, styles part, let's use a tag to do the setting, the center part. So here, within the body tag, I'm going to give center tag. And I'm going to close that one after here. Okay. Save the file and let's see. Here you can see all the content, logo and the two headings are now centered. Okay. The next part. Add a horizontal line. We need to add a horizontal line. So here you can see the line. And also you can see it also, we can include it into the center. Okay, let's do that. So in here, I'm giving HR. You can use slash and less than sign or so the greater than sign, or you can just simply remove it as well. Okay, so either you can give like this or this. Okay, and let's enter that one as well. So I'm going to cut this one and paste in here. So now all these things are sent. All right, let's save it and see. Here it is. All right, okay, the next one. Add a horizontal menu. So we need to add points, bulletin points, home, news, contact, and about us. Let's do that one first. So since we need bulletin points, we can use UL, unordered list. So here I'm going to use unordered list. UL. Here it is. So within that, we need to give list. Otherwise, we can't give the content. So the list first one is home. Then the other one is news. Then the other one is contact. And the next one is about us. So here it is. Okay, let's save it and see. Here it is. Now we have those. Okay. And the next one, add hyperlink tags in order to direct it to another page. So we need to go to another page once we click on one of these tags, one of these bullet. Okay. How we can do that part? So here within this li, I'm giving a tag. That means anchor tag. So within that we can give href. That means the link. So let's say CBT. I'm going to copy this. Let's copy this and paste in here. So likewise, you can give a hyperlink to another page. So since I need to open that page in another tab, I'm going to give the target, or else you can just give like this. If you want to open that page in another tab, you can use target as blank. So I'm going to copy this one and paste in here, here, and here. And let's close the anchor tag. Sorry. Here, here, and here. Okay, save it and let's see. Refresh the page and you can see now if you link one of the bullet, it will open a website. Here the news, contact, about us, like this. Okay. If we remove the target, I'm going to remove the target only for the about us and save it. Refresh it. Once you click on the about us, it will open the website or the other page within the current tab. Or else, if you give the target, it will open it on another tab. Okay. Okay, the next one. Add a table. We need to create a table to display products information And the table should at least have 2 columns. Okay, 2 columns, item name and the description. And the table width should be fit to the page. And in description column, it should include information in bullet points format, number format. So should use bold and italic words and should use special characters. First, we need to create the table. Okay, let's do that one first, okay? So in here, I'm going to use table tag like this. And you need to close the table tag as well. All right. So the next one, when we are giving a table, when we're creating a table, we need to specify table row, table header, table data, those kind of things. So if we see this output here, this is the table we need to create. So these are the table rows. These are the rows. And these are the table headers, item name and the description. And the other things are table data. So to do these things, to create the table, we need to use specific tags. Okay, let's see how we can do that. So the first one is we need to give the headers. So before that, we need to open up TR tag. So that means our first row. So within the first row, so here the TR tag, we need to give our 2 headers. So to specify the header, we can use TH, table header. So the first one is the item name. Sorry, TH. And the other one, description. Here it is. Now, if we save this one and see, you can see like this. Now we have 2 headers, item name and the description. And the other one is we need to give our data. So for the second row, I'm going to open another TR. Like this. So within that, my first table data. That means this one, Apple iPhone. This is the one. So let's see how we can give that one. TD. I'm using table data. TD tag. The closing T. So the first data is Apple iPhone access. Okay, I'm giving this one. Okay, the second one, second data. Let's see. Here, we have points, bulletin points, right? Bulletin points and the bullet type is square. Here you can see type is square. So we need to give that one as well. So once we are giving UL, that means unordered list tag, it will show up like this. But in here, the bullet point type is square. So we need to specify that one as well. Okay, let's give that. First thing is we need to give UL, that means unordered list. And first we need to specify, before specifying that, just give the list. So the first one, true tone is there. The other one, white color display. Touch. That 24 CPM max brightness. Strong in the print. Simultaneously. Okay, so here it is. Let's save this one and see. Here now you can see bullets. So the bullet type should be square. So for that one, I'm going to give within the UL opening tag, I'm giving the type as square, like this. Going to save it. Let's see. Here it is. Now we have square type. All right. Here, that is the second row. Then let's give the third row. So I'm going to copy this whole thing. I'm going to paste it. This one is the one. This is the second. Here, if we see the output, now we have number format points. So for that one, we need to use OL, ordered list, and we don't need to give the type. Oops, sorry. Don't need to give the type. And here also you need to close it, ordered list. Let's save it and see. Here it is. All right. And the third one, I'm going to give another one, which should be 3. And the other one is a normal bulletin type. So simply we can remove this UL type. Save it and see. Here it is. All right. Now we have given our table. So the next thing, now we have give the products information with two columns, item name and the description. So the table width should be fit to the page. So before that, you can see, if you see the output, the table and the other things are like with the center, like in here, the logo and the headers, other than this horizontal menu, all are centered. So I'm going to use center tag again before the table. Here it is. Into center. I'm going to close it before closing. The other things should be like this. Yes, let's see. Here it is. Okay, the next one. Table width should be fit to the page. So for that one, what we can give? To do that part, we need to give like this. Within the table opening tag, you need to give width as 100%. Save it and see. Here it is. So in the output, you can see we have a border in the table. But still, we didn't give that border. Let's give the border also. So for that one, you need to give border as one. Sorry. Save it and here it is. Let's give 2, then it will, let's see, here the 2. All right, and I'm giving 1, okay? The next one. In description column, it should include information in bullet points. So we already done that part. We specify the type as square and so on. Should use bold and italic words as well. Okay. So for that one, to bold words, we can use strong tag. We can use strong tag. To italic some words, we can use EM word, EM tag. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to bold this brightness word. So I'm using strong tag. Like this. And I'm going to italic this characters word. So I'm using EM. Let's see. Save it. And here you can see this one bold and this one italic. All right. And the next one should use special characters. So for that one, we can, let's see this link. I'm going to copy this link. And here. Here it is. So once you go through with this page, HTML character entities, so you can see those. Okay, so here you can see the result and the description, all the things you can get. So I'm going to use ampersand. So ampersand sign, other than for this, I can use this one. Going to copy this and paste in here instead of and, like this. And EMP. Okay, save it and save. Here you can see the ampersand sign, right? Yeah, so that's all for this one, for the table. And here we need to add a footer, should display your name and the hyperlink to navigate icbt.lk. Okay, let's do that one as well. So after the table, here we need to add a horizontal line as well. So I'm going to add a horizontal line. And the other one is the footer. So in the footer, what we need to add is the name and the hyperlink to navigate icbt.lk. Like this. Let's see. Okay. So in here, first thing you need to do, yeah, I'm going to use H3. So within that, I'm giving created by name, and I'm giving a break tag. Then I'm going to give the hyperlink. So the link is this one, icbt.lk. Going to copy this and paste in here. And I'm giving a target as well. And here I'm giving a message to type it. Let's say visit our website. And close the tag and the close H3 tag. All right. So let's save it and see. Here you can see the footer and the horizontal line. Okay, so that's all for the practical exercise 1. So you need to practice these things, and you can go to these links in W3 Schools and see what are the other tags other than these, and practice these things for several times, because we need these tags and the things like hyperlinks, UL, that means the unordered list, those kind of things for the assignment. Okay, so practice those, and thank you.